Okay, birthday girl, now it's your turn. Clap along.
Yep.
Oh, it's birthday time at Tucker's. We would like to say, wish you all the very best and it's your special day.
Hey, happy birthday, Saskia. How old are you?
25.
Wow. Wow, you're this many. That's a lot. That's so much.
You are 1/4 century.
Oh, why?
Y'all are old.
You're old.
Not yet. Very soon I will be old.
You have a birthday coming up soon. But this isn't about you. This is about Saskia. Happy birthday, Saskia. What did Corrado get you for your birthday?
Nothing.
I got you this skewer of blueberries.
Oh, yeah.
I also got you lunch today.
Oh, yeah.
And I got you dinner tonight.
Nope. Dinner's free.
Dinner's free at Tucker's Marketplace.
Is this free?
That's not dinner, that's a smoothie.
Oh.
Get out the milk.
So I got her a smoothie.
Wow, you are the best
And she
boyfriend.
has my unconditional love.
Your love has conditions.
Hello, gorgeous. That's you.
Who?
You.
There's only you and me in the car,
Yeah,
Sam.
that's you.
Oh, well, thank you. So, there are some things that have happened
Yes.
in the past couple hours.
Yep.
Where you go?
I just wanted to see more of your face.
Oh, well, that doesn't need to.
Okay.
You do, listen, whatever you want. As you guys know, we announced last week that we, as ApprenticeEh, are working on a documentary with Shay Carl. It's called I'm Vlogging Here.
Yep.
It is a documentary about vloggers. It's not just about Shay, but Shay is going to be one of the focuses. We're going to vlog with Shay and CTFXC and probably Prank vs. Prank, Cater17, who else vlogs? Wheezy Waiter, the Vlog Brothers. I talked to Charlie Is So Cool Like. More people. I know I talked to other people. Okay, if they're a vlogger, chances are either they're confirmed or we've at least talked to them or we're gonna talk to them. Anyways, we're making a documentary on vloggers. We announced it last week and we are trying to raise funds through an Indiegogo campaign. So because I wanted to act fast and not let the opportunity pass me by, when Shay and I agreed to do this, I really wanted to get the news out there and get the campaign up because I don't like waiting for stuff to happen and having these big secrets that take weeks or months, and there's a lot of back and forth on like, when's the best time, when should we launch this, how are people going to react, what's the best way to phrase this. And Shay is a really excitable guy like I am, so we were both like, hey, let's just frickin' do this like right now and we'll see how people react and we're gonna raise these funds, and if we don't then we'll figure it out, but let's do this no matter what. And so we launched the campaign and a lot of people had a lot of questions and the answers for those questions weren't there. And then Shay happened to go away Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I didn't want to speak on his behalf. Today is Monday, and so Shay and I spoke on the phone earlier today and we just kind of talked about answering everybody's questions and answering questions on raising the money and how we're going to do it and what's the budget and blah, 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 blah. And I keep telling Shay that he needs to make a video on the Shay Tarts channel explaining this, because he hasn't even done that yet, and we should probably make a video for his main channel and explain this and just sit down and look at a camera and answer all of the questions. And that hasn't even happened yet, and I can totally understand why people would be hesitant to give money when they don't know where their money's going. I would be uncomfortable with that. I could totally understand if other people are uncomfortable with that. So, anyways, Shay and I were speaking on the phone, and it basically came down to, I feel like I've got most of it figured out in terms of budget and emails and plans and where we're shooting and who we're shooting with, and I'm trying to convey massive amounts of information to Shay, and then he's going to turn around and convey that to everybody else. And we thought it would be a lot simpler and a lot wiser if I just went down to Los Angeles and explained all of this with Shay in person. And so he liked the idea, I liked the idea, Sam and Corrado didn't like the idea.
I never
just because they would miss me so much. I went and I booked a flight, and so I am going to fly down to Los Angeles tomorrow. And go and stay with Shay for like a week. And so him and I can properly explain everything. We can put stuff on the Shay Tarts channel. We're gonna make like an official video that explains everything, answer everybody's questions, and then maybe do a couple live shows, like on, if you're familiar with Blog TV or Google Plus Hangout or something. So if you want to see that, make sure you're following me on Twitter. It's just twitter.com/CoreyVidal, because I might tweet, hey, we're going live right now, and there won't be time to tell the vlog, and you might miss us. So I'm going to go to LA tomorrow, and I'm going to be there until Monday, and Shay and I are going to work this thing out and talk this thing out and figure this thing out, and then, you know,
develop your bromance.
Develop our bromance. He's no Tim Deegan. and he's married. And then we can make this thing with you guys, and you guys can be involved in the pre-production. Like, we want to ask you guys who we should film with, what vloggers we should film with. I have a question, actually, right off the top of my head. Do you know of any professional or Hollywood or A-list bands that vlog? Because I know, like, Switchfoot has made, like, a podcast. I've heard, like, the All-American Rejects have, like, vlogged before. I know Linkin Park posts videos and stuff. Do you know of any bands that you would say are regular vloggers? And We the Kings doesn't count, because I know We the Kings. And so, so leave your comments below, because we would love to reach out to some bands about vlogging. So also make sure, just in case you're not, and why wouldn't you be, but make sure you follow Shay Carl on Twitter. It's just twitter.com/ShayCarl, and we can link to them in the description. And in the meantime, we are trying to raise funds with you guys. Now, I'm going to comment on this for a second, because you guys haven't really asked, but I've seen on Shay's channel, people have asked, why are we getting funds from you guys and not just Maker making it? Or why doesn't Shay just pay for it himself or whatever? First of all, Shay can't pay for it himself. I don't have that kind of money. Shay does not have that kind of money. And anybody who says, wow, Maker just got $40 million from Time Warner, Shay is a millionaire, that clearly is a sign that those people do not understand how business works. For example, my money as Corey Vidal is legally completely different than the money that belongs to ApprenticeA Productions. So ApprenticeA owns cameras and gear and pays staff members. Corey Vidal does not and cannot do those things. So I happen to know that Shay Carl does not have that kind of money, and definitely neither do I. Especially because he's got a family to take care of, and I have my own family, which is the ApprenticeA crew. So I'm not going to get into business and explaining how shareholding works. Just know that regardless of Shay's involvement with Maker, Maker is in no way making this documentary. ApprenticeA Productions is making this documentary. And I read something once, and I don't remember where, but it was about ads. I might have read it on Reddit, but it was something that I saw that really kind of stuck with me because I believed it. And it's about where your money comes from and why. Now consider this. If your money comes from advertisers, you owe everything. You owe answers to those advertisers. If your money comes from sponsors, you owe answers to those sponsors. You are accountable to those sponsors. If your money comes from viewers, you owe answers and have accountability to your viewers. And I would much rather be in debt to my viewers, and I would much rather rely on them and work with them than work with any sponsor or advertiser ever. Because sponsors and advertisers can be great, and ApprenticeA has been really lucky with the sponsorships that we've gotten. We've had really great sponsorships with LucasArts for the Wookiee video, with Intel for videos that we made in the past couple years, with Kentucky for the Kentucky vlogs when we went to South America and the Europe trip. But maybe it's because we're Canadian. America seems to be a whole different ballgame, And in the conversations that Shay and I had, we didn't want to rely on sponsors or advertisers or be held accountable to them, because they will have specific demands in the editing process. And that has happened with Air Canada. We made a video called How to Dance the Toe Tappy last year, and we edited it a certain way, and they made us re-edit it and completely changed it totally. And I was actually not super happy about it. Kentucky happens to be really cool, and we really like working with him. But anyways, I'm just kind of blabbering on and on. I'm just trying to share with you, this is a stream of consciousness while I drive. We are trying to raise money from you guys, from our fans and Shay's fans. There are a bunch of perks that are available, so we're not just asking for a donation. If you donate, you can get something in return for your donation. Like, you can donate and get a copy of the DVD or the Blu-ray, or get a digital download, or get a personalized video from Shay. There are perks that can make donating cooler than just getting nothing. So please at least consider it. The link is in the description, but it's indiegogo.com/I'm vlogging here, and there's going to be a lot more answers in the next couple days. And tomorrow, I'm going to LA, and we're going to be vlogging in both locations, because I'm going to be in LA without the crew, but I'll be with Shay. So if you want to see even more of me, I'm probably going to be on youtube.com/ShayTarts. So if you happen to watch our vlog and not Shay's vlog, Shay is a daily vlogger. Go and subscribe to him at youtube.com/ShayTarts. But I'm sure most of you guys knew that. I think this might be the longest monologue the vlog has ever seen. So
Yep.
We're setting records. How are your arms, Sam?
Very sore.
Good.
Can I turn the camera off now?
Well, of course you can. Then we can make out.
Okay.
After the Buffer Film Fest event, I took the train down to Hamilton to see friends, and I stayed there for the weekend, and I came back and I just suddenly got the urge to draw a lot, and I just sat down with my tablet and my computer and I started drawing, and I've been doing that for a couple nights in a row now, which isn't new to me, but it's not something that I've done in the past year a lot. Like, I've been so busy learning how to be a YouTuber and how digital media works, and I've been learning all these new things that I haven't really had time to just take pleasure in drawing. So it was really nice. Most of the stuff I did isn't stuff I could post online on Tumblr or anything. It was mostly just studies and sketches. I really like to challenge myself when I draw and do things that I'm not comfortable doing, because that is the best way to learn. I'm not very comfortable with things like perspective, so I did a lot of that, and I also did a lot of figure studies and just general stuff that people tend to avoid when they draw, because they are slightly more difficult, and I am definitely very susceptible to being a lazy drawer and just taking the easy route. In the past year in drawing The Apprentices, I've sort of stayed with my strong suit of drawing figures and drawing faces, but it's nice to step out of that and see that I can still improve. I think most artists like that you can step out of it for a while and come back and feel like an expert, but there is still always stuff to learn no matter where you are. So let me know in the comments if there's anything that you've improved on, even though you've been doing it for a long time.
Well, I've got to admit something to you guys. I never unpacked from my recent trip to Los Angeles, so I'm just gonna take this and... Good, I'm packed. Look, I am packed. I am good to go. Good. Very good. Okay, I'm getting ready and I'm going to bed, and tomorrow, you and me, you and us and we are going to Los Angeles. So get some sleep. We gotta wake up bright and early tomorrow morning. Good night.
Give me daily vlogs, I want them in my subscription box. I wonder who might drop by, even though sometimes it's Canada outside. So don't go away, we're here every day. It's not ApprenticeEh, it's ApprenticeEh. Hey, 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 hey. Home is where the vlog is.